Today, we'll be talking about the end of wokeness. So, obviously, the woke agenda is still trying to be pushed in culture and movies and TV, but Americans and people worldwide are rejecting wokeness at a whole new level. They're rejecting it. People are sick of it. People are sick of this wokeness. I think it's the same thing at schools. People are just rejecting wokeness overall. So that means the right is winning the war against the woke. The woke has lost. Look at the biggest box office failures of this year. Bros. I covered the box office. Bros. The Woman King. Right Yale. Our three extremely woke movies. And literally are losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Actually, Bros can only lose like $50 million. They're losing tens of millions of dollars. Was at the box office. Okay. And now we have the Scoob reboot, which is basically being completely trashed online. Okay, completely trashed online. They also made Velma lesbian, and that's also being trashed online essentially as well. People are sick of it. And the biggest rejection of wokeness has to be the Lord of the Rings of Power. Okay, Lord of the Rings of Power is one of the biggest failures of all of this decade. This is one of the biggest failures. And if you compare it to House of Dragon, which isn't really that woke, well, as I was trying to tell a story, you can tell which is a failure and which isn't. So you could definitely tell that wokeness is dying. In terms of wokeness, She-Hulk was a failure as well. Marvel TV shows have basically been a failure. Okay, been trying to push, the woke ideas and characters, and people don't really care about diversity that much. Wokeness and woke ideas, characters pushing wokeness and stuff in movies and TV shows as well. People are sick of the race swapping, which I think the biggest peak of that was The Little Mermaid. People are sick of it, and now it's Velma, and people are getting angry about that. So wokeness has failed. Now the culture needs to change and the culture is now changing politically as well. We're heading into a new era of politics. People don't realize that, culture and politics are very well linked. Okay, we had a globalist era since the end of the Cold War. And now we're heading into a ethno-nationalist and ethno-religious era. Okay, we're always starting to see the complete rejection of wokeness. We're always starting to see the complete changing of, the political landscape in the world. For example, the MAGA wing of the Republican Party basically likely take control of the Republican Party. And again, it's a decade-long process. It's not just a 1 or 2 year long process. It's a decade-long process. The rhinos are basically going away in the Republican Party. You see a complete takeover of the right wing in Italy as well, and a complete takeover of the right wing taking over Sweden as well. Okay, you're seeing, the left wing is falling. The left wing globalist world order is falling. You're seeing protests around the world. So yeah, the right is winning the culture war. They have basically won the culture war at this point. Anything they try to force upon people overwhelmingly reject. People overwhelmingly reject as well. And people are now starting to see the truth. People are starting to see the truth. Overwhelmingly reject wokeness as well. And we're starting to, even Gen Z is rejecting wokeness, which is pretty hilarious. Which all you have to do is look at the box office of Bros. No one wants to watch that movie. It only made $4 million. Yes, it's $4 million too much, but it's only made $4 million. It's going to lose hundreds of millions, $30 to $40 million in the movie's box office is done. Okay. The Woman King was a box office failure as well. And any woke movie next year is going to flop. We don't remember it's probably going to make it so little money because of the massive backlash that movie has gotten. And they're seeing the death of wokeness. We're seeing the death of the woke ideology, the woke ideas. People just want movies and TV shows to be normal. Be good stories for them and their kids to watch. Be good stories that they can watch, they can relate to, and they can like. Not just this twisted perversion of existing characters, not changing existing characters, okay, and try to change characters to fit a certain narrative. That's what people are sick of. People are sick of the woke ideology, the woke ideas, and yeah, we're seeing this in the collapse of Facebook, Elon Musk taking over Twitter, and yeah, Twitter that Elon Musk taking over Twitter is the inevitable at this point. They can fight all they want, but Elon Musk is gonna eventually take over Twitter, and reinstall free speech on Twitter as well. You're seeing the collapse of you're gonna see a collapse of Google and all the big tech as well, and the ideology of wokeness is dead. The ideology and ideas and ideals of wokeness is dead, and yeah, this is basically, you know, and people are sick of it. People are sick of the idea, the wokeness, okay, and yeah, especially taking the if you really want woke characters and characters, make your own characters, make your new characters, but they can't make new characters because no one will want to watch it. That's what got Bros and the Ruin King. They will make new stories, but no one wants to watch them. Okay, like Bros and the Ruin King. So wherever you go, wokeness is failing. Wokeness is dying. The idea of wokeness is dying. The ideals and culture of wokeness is dying. And I think 2022 is the death of wokeness. It is the death of woke movies, TV shows, and cartoons. You're seeing the end of it. People want to return back to the normal, like it was in the 90s, 2000s, and 80s, and even the very early 2010s. I think wokeness is the reason why Hollywood people have lost trust in Hollywood as a whole. Goodbye.